All right, welcome back. We got another shoe review today, and I tell you, I really wanted to not like these shoes. I thought I really ordered the wrong shoes, but they fooled me. Anyway, let's find out. Let's talk about the Hoka Ona Elevon 2. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Like I said, today we are doing a shoe review of the Hoka Ona Elevon or Elevon or 11. I don't know. 2. It's an Elevon 2. We can just call it the Elevon. Anyway, they have some funny names now with the shoes at Hoka Ona. They have the funny trail shoe that has a really wide, the really long heel to it. It's called the 10-9. And now they have the Elevon or the 11. So this is here it is, the Elevon, 11, and then they have a 10-9. I wonder if they have an 8. Anyway, so let's talk about this shoe here. I really didn't want to like this shoe. I ordered this shoe, and then after doing some more reading on this shoe, I realized this is probably the wrong shoe for my purpose. And what purpose is that? If you watched the video from last week, we went out and did a 30-mile run. I did them in the Ultra Paradigm 5s, which they were awesome, or Paradigm, the latest Paradigms. And that is in preparation for assisting a fellow friend of mine and YouTuber for a 50-mile run that we're going to do next weekend. So that'll be March 14th coming up, and we're going to do live posts, live video. I'll do a whole big video on it as well. 50-mile will be the longest run that both of us have ever done. So I'm looking for a shoe that is super, super comfortable and super, super soft and a little bit supportive as well, because we're going to be out there for a long time. We're not running this fast. We're running this very slow. I mean, I run usually around, like the 30-mile run I did was under 8-minute mile pace. Yeah, this 50-miler is going to be more like 10. So I wanted something that I was going to be able to give some cushion and allow my feet to be happy for, on my feet for like 10, 11, 12 hours. So I did some little initial research on the Hoka Ona Elevon 2, which is right here. And then after I did some reading on it, I found out that this cushion here, this midsole, is a little firmer than I probably would like. But it fooled me a little bit after running in it for a little bit. So let's start from the very beginning with this shoe. Let's do the specifications of this shoe. This shoe is not a light boy. He's a little chubby. This guy is 10.1 ounces. I'll put the grams down below. In a men's size 9. So yeah, it's got a 5mm offset to it. Here, so 5mm thickness difference from heel to forefoot. It's thicker in the back and thinner in the front, obviously. 35mm in the back, 30mm in the front, so it gives you that 5mm of offset, which is really, really good. I like 5mm. 0 is also good, but you have to be able to run in 0mm drop or no drop properly. But 5mm for most people, including me, is a good drop. It's not like a ridiculous 10 or 11, 12mm drop. So you're not like running on high heels. Anyway, so that's some of the initial specifications. So this, we'll start from the bottom, go to the top. He's fat-waisted, so he's a heavy boy. He's fat-waisted. He's got a lot of material in the midsole here. If you look at the heel does extend a little bit beyond the outsole and midsole foam extends beyond the heel cup here just a little bit. We got some cool little flex screws here, and this is the EVA foam here. And yeah, so we have some nice little grooves here, and they're deep. There's actually a different, like a platform that everything is on here. If you look in here, there's like another little blue platform in there that these things rest on, and it kind of gives it it's like a trampoline kind of groovy thing going on here. So it gives a little bit of flex, but these aren't the most flexible things in the world. It's pretty rigid. It has some rubber, harder rubber, to give some Durability to the shoe, that's the word I'm looking for. Durability to this shoe. So you got a little bit in the forefoot, got a little bit strategically placed in the heel, and you have some cutaways here just to try to cut down on the weight just a touch and provide some flexibility here. Like I said, it's very rigid anyway. So it's got also has the ProFly material in it as well. So it's rocker. So this is typical Hoka stuff, right? It's got EVA foam, it's got ProFly, it's got a rocker, early stage meta rocker they call it, and that really helps the transition from the heel to the forefoot when you're running along. So you can see a little bit of rocker here and a little bit of rocker there, and actually does really well. Hoka does a really good job with helping you transition. If you're a heel striker or a midfoot striker, they do a really good job with helping you transition during your stride, and it really does a good job to help you keep moving forward. So looking at this midsole here, like I said, it is very durable, very responsive. So when it's not cushiony, when it's not soft like pillows, like the original Bondi, I call it responsive. It's kind of hard. So it is a bit hard. It's harder than I expected it to be, or really wanted it to be. But also, so one positive aspect of that kind of more rigid foam here is it does have some stability here. So, I try to turn this thing, and yeah, he's not turning much at all. I mean, a little bit, but with no medial bridge of any kind in here, he's not turning. This is a very rigid shoe of the combination of the EVA foam, the ProFly material. So it's doing a pretty good job here of giving you good support. So what happens here with the combination of the outsole and midsole here is you get a shoe that offers a lot of protection, offers some cushion, and offers responsiveness. So it's the kind of like the best of three worlds. But when you try to have a jack of all trades shoe, you do kind of miss out on some things. Like the weight is way up on this shoe. Like I said, it's a fat boy, 10.1 ounces, and the cushion for like if you want a really plush ride like the Bondi or like an Ultra Paradigm, you're not going to get it in this shoe. Although with the combination of the ProFly material and the EVA foam, it does actually a pretty good job. Of surprised, but it's not quite as cush as I would like for a multi-hour, like 4-hour run. But like I said, with a meta rocker in there, it does help it along a little bit. So, all right, now that I beat the dead horse there, talking about the outsole, midsole, let's go to the insole. And insole is a typical Hoka on a midsole. It's semi-contoured. Doesn't have any holes in it for breathability, but it's ortholite midsole, so no problems there. Contoured, no big crazy stuff there. I think it's about 5 millimeter thickness, which is typical. So we'll keep that out. So nothing special with the insole there. Moving to the upper, there's a couple things that I do like about the upper, don't like about the upper. So the upper is a engineered mesh, and boy, you run your hand along that, it is like silk. It is soft and nice. That is beautiful. It's got a semi-standard lacing system, but with the lacing system, it has take 2 rows here. It's not, I wouldn't call it a gusseted tongue, but it's a very complicated lacing system here. The yellow areas on my shoe are separate from the blue areas. So it's hard to show you what's happening in there or to even describe it. But just trust me when I say with the combination of these yellow tabs here with the blue, when you tie this down and you tighten your laces, it locks you in. Your midfoot is in there. You're not going anywhere. It's nice and snug. It has awesome lockdown. So I love that. The lacing system here is fantastic. The upper, just silky nice and smooth. A couple things I don't like, and it's typical for Hokas, is right here. It's a little bit snug for me. I can feel a little bit of pressure right here and a little bit of pressure right here when I'm running. So right here, it's just, I wish they would make it a little wider. They are offering wide sizes now, Hoka is, so they may have a wide version of this. So if they have a wide version, for me, that's what I would go with. This is the standard D sizing, the normal sizing. They do have an E as well. So the material is awesome. there's a little snug here, which I don't like. It's snug here, which I do like. It has a nice padded heel cup here. It's got a very strong heel counter, so it's a nice stability here as well. So I like that. It locks you in very nicely. It's got a heel tab here to help get this shoe on better. I know a lot of triathletes like this heel tab here, and yeah, I like it too. But I'm not sure if I would wear this for a triathlon. You could wear it barefoot though. This upper, the synthetic mesh upper, is just so smooth and beautiful. But there's no booty kind of thing here, so it's up to you if you want to wear this barefoot, and most triathletes will not wear this anyway. So it just helps us old people get our shoes back on easily in the morning. So couple things I don't like is the tongue. So first of all, they plagiarized a little bit, and it looks like they took the tongue, and it's kind of hard to show again, but this tongue is got this little cut in here. And I noticed on which I don't have on my Nike Vaporflies, that tongue is almost exactly the same, and I don't have them in any of the shoes, but my Nikes, yeah, they have that kind of same thing, which is good. I mean, I like it. It helps wrap that tongue around your foot better without any kind of like wrinkling. But yeah, they stole that. The tongue has some kind of padding, so more of a durable material, but there's no not a lot of padding. And my problem with this tongue, it's too short. The tongue doesn't come up high enough in this shoe for me. So if you wanted to try to use these two laces here, or do a runner's knot, you're out of luck, because the tongue's too short for me. And I don't like that. I wish the tongue came up another ½ inch and they'd be fine, but the tongue is too short for me. What else can I say here? It's got a couple of overlays, like typical. It's got a Hoka here. That's an overlay, provides a little bit of structure to it. Has the little toe bumper that comes up, provides a little protection as well. The toe here area is reinforced a little bit, but not a lot. Again, it's a road shoe, not a trail shoe. But this upper is nice and soft and flexible and breathable as well. It's also very breathable. I like it a lot. So what else am I missing here? So how does this shoe ride? I've kind of mentioned several times already. It rides responsively. It's a responsive type of shoe. It offers a lot of protection. It's not cush like a Hoka on a Bondi. If you're in the Hokas, it's not cush like a Ultra Paradigm. If you're an Ultra fan, it's not like a New Balance Fresh Foam More, which we're going to talk about that shoe too. But like the Fresh Foam More, it has a lot of stack height. Now 35 millimeters is a lot, but it's just the material is not cush. It's responsive. So yesterday when I was out running in these shoes, I was beating my head against the wall trying to figure out what this is best for. And there's a couple of things that this is good for. This is good for a daily trainer. I would use this for a daily trainer, 10 ounces. If you're doing, 5, 6, 10 miles even, the 10 ounces is not going to bother you too much. That's pretty much what it's good for. I would actually maybe use this, and I say this with caution, I would maybe use this on a road ultra marathon where I'm trying to get some kind of speed in, like a moderate ultra marathon. Maybe. It's 10 ounces, which is a little heavy. However, with the combination of the material and the Meta Rocker design, Hoka does a good job hiding that weight from the shoe. So yeah, good daily trainer, good protection on the roads, a little heavy. So yeah, this is not the shoe I'm going to be using next weekend for the ultra marathon, the 50 miler, because it's just not cushion enough for me, and I'm not trying to do any speed. I'm just trying to stay comfortable for 11 hours or whatever it's going to take to get this thing done. And yeah, it looks cool though. I do like the looks. The looks are killer. It's got my alumni colors, one of my alumni colors from University of Delaware, or if you're a Notre Dame fan, or if you're a Rams fan, NFL, yeah, blue and yellow, awesome colors. They have some other cool colors too these are available. So anyway, that's my review today of the shoe. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope it was helpful to you. Hope I didn't miss anything in this review. Yeah, leave a comment down below. What is your favorite, I think I might have asked this before, what's your favorite ultra long run shoe? I need to know. I need a shoe by next weekend. So leave comments down below. Leave a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, especially now, because next week you're going to see me go through a lot of pain on a 50-mile run. I hope it happens. I hope it happens. Anyway, till next time, peace.